The message you're about to hear is intended to enable the UU member to better understand the need for our annual pledge campaign. It's important for our leadership to secure financial commitments from the members to fund the mission of affirming and promoting the 7 UU principles. You're going to hear two people interacting. Jean, a pledge campaign committee member, and the other, Ray, a member who doesn't have a full grasp of church finances.
Hey Ray, how are you? So good to see you.
Oh, hey, Gene. Nice to see you too.
Haven't seen you in a while. What have you been up to?
Well, I've been pretty much alone, but with all this COVID-19 stuff, it's really crazy how chaotic things can get and how everything's gotten all mixed up. But it's really good to see you. I've gotten so wrapped up with everything else, I've forgotten the good feeling and experience that I get just talking to a fellow UU. I really miss being in church, seeing familiar faces and friends. Now, mind you, I don't always see eye to eye with some of those faces, but it's good to know that we can express ourselves and still maintain relationships, even when we don't agree. So, what have you been up to, Gene?
Well, Ray, as a matter of fact, I've been caught up in some real challenging activities with our church. We've been preparing to roll out the 2020 pledge campaign.
Oh, Gene, I don't envy you at all. I really dislike talking about money and financial stuff.
I hear you, Ray, and yet our challenge is to get people to understand the importance of being able to plan and budget for everything we do. Like it or not, money enables us to do what we do here. That good feeling and experience you mentioned earlier is made possible when everyone pulls together and financially supports what we do. When we don't work together, then we get out of balance and have to rely on fewer people, fewer families, and that's not good. We need more people, other people to pledge. And it's really tough asking the same regular supporters to do more. We need the support of everyone for what we're trying to accomplish.
And what are we trying to accomplish, Gene?
Well, in a nutshell, we're trying to fund the mission of living the 7 principles. You've seen them on the bookmarkers that are in the collection plate on Sundays.
Yeah, I know. I usually put money in the plate when I make it to church on Sunday.
Right? Thank you. That's really good. And it's important that we all pull together. But it's not just the plate money that we rely on. We have to plan and budget beyond the collection plate. That's why the pledge is so hugely important and necessary. The pledge gives us a clearer view about the kind of church we can have and how we might grow.
Well, exactly where does the money go? I mean, we don't have a mortgage and stuff.
Well, Ray, the pledges we get help us continue our RE programs for both adults and children in our facility and at home. They help us engage our younger members, as well as help us develop the next generation of leaders by supporting training opportunities, including training for our ministers and staff.
Jane, I can certainly see how that's important. I, I guess our mission is a lot more than just the Sunday service.
Yeah, that's right. And remember too, our goals include planning and budgeting for our community involvement and social action programs like UU the Vote, Beloved Conversations, and Share the Plate. All of these help us maintain our leadership in advocating for local social justice.
Hey, what about our new minister? And I understand Reverend Linda's moving later this year.
Oh yes, we're going to be getting a new settled minister and eventually a new assistant minister. And that means providing competitive compensation and health care benefits. And our ministers are more than just a Sunday service too. They provide guidance and counseling to our members and to our church groups and support in times of life transitions. They also facilitate our connections to the regional and national UU organizations, who, by the way, have provided invaluable help in our search for a new minister, and a lot of other things, like training webinars. During this COVID-19 time, they have provided much online guidance and many resources to help us function.
Wow, Sounds like there's a lot riding on this pledge campaign.
There is, Ray. And you said earlier that we don't have a mortgage, and yes, how fortunate we are that we don't have a mortgage. Making a pledge also helps us plan and budget for the care and maintenance of our beautiful building and grounds. The safety and comfort of our congregation and guests is very important.
Thanks, Gene. You've given me a much better understanding of this whole pledge thing. I really do see the need to plan and budget so we can carry out our mission.
I'm really glad you have a better appreciation for this, and I hope I can count on you to take part in the pledge campaign so we can continue our mission of embracing freedom, loving inclusively, growing spiritually, and healing our world. Thank you, Ray.